now? Can you hear me okay? Okay, great. So I'm so glad that you're here, and I know we have some people online as well, so welcome everyone. The class tonight, the theme is going to be working with our liver. So we're going to be working with this emotion of anger and helping to gently release anger that even if we don't consciously feel angry, we tend to have emotions just kind of build up in the tissues of our body. And so yoga is really great about helping us just do these gentle releases of different emotions so that we can keep ourselves free and clear from any of that sort of extra weight that we tend to carry around. So we're going to do that. So have you done Kundalini before? Oh, right, you said you did it online. That's right, okay. So the plan today then will be we'll tune in, we'll do our Kriya, we'll rest and do the gong, and then we'll do a meditation at the end. Okay. So go ahead and find a nice tall seat. Maybe walking your hips forward so that your pelvis is tilted. And then let's just start by doing a little warm up here by moving yourself around in circles. Inhale as you come forward and exhale as you move backward. Start to connect with your breath and start to connect with the sensation of your body. Okay, now come center. Inhale, suspend the breath for a moment. Exhale, release. Then just place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And as you inhale, feel your hand go out with the breath. Do a little check-in and notice how you're feeling. Whatever happens to stand out to you. So maybe you notice a physical sensation, maybe you notice an emotion, maybe you notice a thought, but just be present with whatever stands out. And then notice what comes up next. Now bring both hands to your heart, pressing them together in prayer pose. Lift your sternum. Let your eyes move up and in. And we'll tune in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to my inner wisdom. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Jai Gure Name, Jugai Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Jai Gure Name, Jugai Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Jai Gure Name, Jugai Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Inhale and hold the breath. Exhale, release. You can release the hands, find stillness for just a moment. Notice that silence. Okay, go ahead and open your eyes and we'll begin the Kriya. So this is called Liver Series. So bringing your hands together in Venus lock. So female energy, left thumb over right. Male energy is right thumb over left. Your arms will be extended so that they're parallel to the ground. And you'll do breath of fire. So that's rapid inhales and exhales through the nose that are powered by the belly. Go ahead and begin. So your liver is located on the right side of your body below your rib cage. And it has several functions. It helps with hormone regulation. It helps with cleansing your blood. It's an important part of the digestive process as well. And energetically speaking, it's connected to that emotion of anger. So as we play with different angles in our body, we're going to be massaging the different lobes of the liver to help it be healthy and for the energy to move freely through it. This breath of fire is a cleansing breath. Also helps expand and increase your lung capacity. Just over about 30 more seconds here. Inhale, suspend the breath, squeeze your root lock, imagine pulling the energy up the spine, up the crown of the head. Exhale, release, and just pause and notice the way that you feel. Okay, for this next one, I want to show you a couple of options. One option is sitting on your heels and then lying down. I personally don't like the way it feels to lie down without something, which is why I brought some extra materials today. So it's not like the celibate pose that we normally do where you sit down in between your heels. You actually sit on your heels and lie back. So this is one option. Another option, because that's kind of a lot on your knees and your quads, is you can sit in easy pose and just lie back from here. In either pose, you'll put your hands in that same basket with Venus lock right onto your navel point. Okay, so feel free to grab anything you might need or want to lie back on. Yeah, and then hands are in basket right over the navel point. You're going to focus on the navel point here. So you can lay all the way back down on your back if that feels good. You just want to make sure that your low back feels supported. Everything feels supported here. And you can put your legs cross-legged if you're not sitting on your knees, if that feels okay. And then go ahead and begin breath of fire again. Breath of fire. So that's that rapid inhale and exhale. So imagine that the breath is going in and out of that navel point underneath the hands, really focusing on the energy of the navel. And then start to do that mental mantra of Sat Nam, I am truth. And this can be a subtle movement of the belly, just a small in and out. So as we've talked about when we've done other classes on the liver, we haven't done this series, but we actually want some anger. The fire that is the anger in us is the same fire that digests our food. It's the same sort of fire of compassion in our hearts. So the goal of yoga is never to do away with anger. Anger is not bad. Anger is a good thing. But as Yogi Bhajan says, it can also burn your house down. So it's this fine line between having this fire, but not letting the fire sort of overtake you. And a lot of anger can move us from a conscious place to really acting in a very reactive, unconscious place. Okay, inhale. Suspend the breath, squeeze up from your root lock. And exhale, release. Just relax for a moment and notice how you feel. Okay, come to a seated position. You can roll or whatever's the best, easiest way to come up. Sitting in easy pose. And you can choose if you want your hips elevated here or not. It might be easier not to, just depending on the size of the height of your support. So we'll do spinal flex. So inhale as the spine comes forward, exhale as the spine curls back. Yeah. You can move at whatever pace feels nice to you. Your chin stays nice and level. It's kind of like a seated cat. So you're curling your spine back on the exhale. Good. Again, you can think that Sat Nam in your mind so that you have a mental mantra that you can keep coming back to help you have a meditative mind and be in this exact moment. Connect with the sensations of your body. Connect with the sound of your breath. In addition to working on your liver, you're also working on your spine here, having a healthy, mobile spine. If you ever need to rest, just imagine yourself doing the posture, keep the breath going. About 45 more seconds. Come center, inhale, pull up on your root lock, suspend your breath. Exhale, release, pause, notice. I'm just going to turn on the lights. It's starting to get a little bit dark. Okay, for the next pose, you'll place your left foot, bend your left knee so that your left foot is on the ground, and then play with this to make it work for your body. But the idea is that you bring your right foot up and cross it over your left thigh. So this leg could also be extended if it needs to be, or the foot can be farther out, wherever you need to do to work with that. Then, with your right hand, you'll help your right hand to balance you so that your right buttocks can come just a little bit up so it's a little bit balanced. It's very awkward. Left hand comes out into Gyan Mudra. So looks like some variation of this, and this one can rest on your knee here. Yeah, and then you'll do breath of fire. Good, keep going. We're not in this one terribly long. We're putting a lot of pressure now on that liver, massaging the liver. With breath of fire, as you inhale, your belly comes out. If you find yourself doing the opposite, you'll want to work with that. You're doing what's called paradoxical breathing. Can actually create some anxiety. So you want to make sure as you inhale, your belly comes out. Last 15 seconds here. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release. Release the bind. Pause for a moment. Okay. Now we're coming into a squat. Squats don't work for everybody's legs and knees. So a couple of options. If it's difficult for you to get your heels all the way to the ground, you can place something underneath your heels here. Or, feel free to just take whatever variation you can. The squat, as much of a squat as you can is good because, again, it's putting that pressure on the liver. Okay. Then from here, your hands will just rest down on the ground for this one. If there's another spot you'd like your hands to be, that's okay too. Oh, another option here is to sit on something. So you can bring like a block, something here to sit on. That can help get it into a squat as well. Then as you inhale, you're going to inhale through your mouth, have your mouth be out like an O. Exhale through your nose. Yeah, go ahead and begin. And then let's go ahead and move our hands into a Venus lock here. So keep them just resting on the ground, but have them in that same basket. Let the breath be long and deep. Really notice the sensation of your breath as it moves through your mouth and out your nose. Notice the change in temperature. Most of the time we breathe through our nose. Breathing through our nose helps the air be gentler on our lungs. It's warmer, it's gone through this filter. But occasionally we use this breath through our mouth to elicit different things. It can help with a change of emotion. Also, whenever we play with our lips, opening our lips into an O or pushing them out, we're activating our vagus nerve. Be really present. Notice the way your feet feel on the ground. Long, slow breath. You're in your last 30 seconds here. Inhale. Hold the breath, squeeze up. Exhale, release. Go ahead and just sit down, relax for a moment. Pay attention to these subtle shifts that happen in different positions with different breath. Okay, now moving into, you can sit in easy pose, or you can move into half lotus or full lotus, whatever's in your practice. Your hands will come out to the sides, parallel to the ground with your palms down. Then as you inhale, you'll lean to the left. Exhale, you'll lean to the right. And you're trying to keep your arms so that they stay level with the ground, so they stay parallel. Go ahead. Massaging the liver in a different way here. If you feel comfortable with all of these poses, you can let your eyes close, or you can find a soft gaze on the ground in front of you so that you can really focus on having your energy flow internally, really focusing on the sensations of your body. Full range of motion on each side. Maybe the range of motion gets ever so slightly bigger as you get warmer here. Last about 20 seconds here or so. And your arms being extended like this is also helping build your nervous system. Okay, come center, inhale, hold, suspend the breath, squeeze up from your root lock. Exhale, release, pause and notice. Okay, now extend your, left, left. Right leg out, right leg comes out. Left foot comes on top of that thigh. If that's an option for you, you can also put it here. You're going to pull that left foot back so that it's making a right angle. So your foot is making a right angle. Then you're going to hold on to knee, shin, ankle, toe, wherever, whatever works for you. Come along and then come down, bending from your waist. Head comes last, tuck the chin in. You're going to hold down in this position. Okay. Go ahead and start that. And then begin your breath of fire. Holding the head in this way with this gentle neck lock, we're encouraging the energy to move in a certain way. Good. Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Remember to keep pulling back a little bit on that left foot to keep that right angle. Inhale, hold, exhale, release. Come up out of that, let your leg go. Now you'll come sitting on your left heel. Your right leg will be extended here. Arms are in back of you, and then you'll just raise up into platform. It's a little bit awkward again, make it work for you. If you need to sit on a cushion here while you're transitioning, that may help. And then tuck your chin into your chest, and it's breath of fire. So like this. So chin stays tucked into the chest, and breath of fire there. We're not here for much longer, only about 30 more seconds. Okay, now inhale. Try and lift the right foot off the ground. One foot, hold the breath. Exhale, release. Good job. Some awkward positions, today? Okay. Now just putting both legs straight out in front of you. We're almost done here, just a couple more, and then we'll be resting. Lengthen through your spine, fold forward, and then hold wherever you'd like. And you're just gonna bend your chin, and this time it's long, deep breathing. So no breath of fire, just long, deep breathing. So really make it long and deep. Maybe you inhale to the count of 7 or 10 and exhale to that same count. Fully exhale all the air out. Inhale the air all the way in. Beginning with the low belly, moving all the way up. Inhale. Suspend and squeeze. Exhale, stay here, come down a little bit more. Squeeze, empty. And inhale, release. You okay? Okay. When you're ready, come to a standing position. Oops, I set my camera up so you can't see my head. I tend to do that. Put your feet about shoulder width apart. Hands are on hips. And then come forward and move to your right. So you're just moving your torso in big circles. You can just do whatever breath feels nice here. It can be a normal breath, or maybe you inhale as you come forward, exhale as you come back. Just move at a pace that feels good. Head stays with the body, moves with the body. One more minute here, keep going. Full range of motion, so torso's coming all the way back. We're going to switch directions in a second, so just keep going to the right. Now come center, and we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So going left and then around. One more minute here. Come center, inhale, hold, exhale, release, and come lying on your back for Shavasana. So you may want to cover up your belly or your body with something. Let your palms face up toward the ceiling. You can let your eyes close. If you're watching online, I just turned my mic off, which makes the sound a bit better with the gong. But if it doesn't sound nice, feel free to just be in silence for a bit. Start to deepen your breath. Begin moving your fingers and toes, circling your hands on your wrists and your feet on your ankles. Stretch your arms overhead. Stretch your arms out to the side. Bring one knee in and draw it across your chest for a twist, and then the other. Rub the palms of your hands together, the soles of your feet together. Roll on your spine several times and come to a seated position. Prepare yourself for the meditation, finding a nice tall seat again. So our meditation is kind of a funny title. It's called, let me look at the exact title here. It's called Meditation to Make an Angry Person Calm and Gentle. So very long and descriptive. Okay. So this meditation has two parts. For the first part, you'll take the palms of your hands and you're going to place them just above your temples. Okay. So your hands are out. They kind of describe it like your hands being out like antlers. Then you're going to think Sat Nam. So it's a mental mantra. And when you think Sat, your hands come down into a fist. Nam, you extend your fingers out. Sat Nam, Sat Nam. And you're just going to be here for a few minutes. And you're imagining this Sat Nam and this energy. You're focusing at the top of your head. So focus at the very crown of your head. Just a little bit of pressure. Slight pressure above the temples. In fact, as your eyes are closed, you can even bring your eyes up and imagine that your eyes are looking out so they're looking at the ceiling, right? So they're looking out from the very top of your head. Sat Nam, I am truth. Just get into a nice rhythm here. When you notice your mind wandering, just bring it back to Sat Nam. We're balancing the hemispheres of the brain. As with everything, if you need to rest and just imagine yourself doing it, that's always okay. Just keep your mental mantra going. Focus at the crown of the head. Okay, now inhale, exhale, and we just take 1 minute here to stretch before we move into the next portion. So try and keep your eyes closed, stay in that meditative state, but just move and stretch in any way that would feel good right now. While you finish stretching, I'm just going to explain the next portion. The second half of this is Kirtan Kriya. So your hands, the mantra that we'll do together out loud is Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Your hands will press into the first finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, with them rested on your knees. Your eyes will move to the space here between your eyebrows. And you'll imagine those words coming through the crown of your head and out your forehead. Sa, ta, na, ma. Okay? So go ahead and I'm going to get us started here. We'll move from out loud to a whisper voice to silent, back to whisper, and then out loud. It'll be shorter than the normal time that we do. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Whisper. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Now silent, just think ta, na, ma. Just thinking it in your mind. Sa, ta, na, ma. Keep visualizing the words coming through the crown of your head and out your forehead. Eyes are up and in. Whisper. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Sa, ta, sing. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Inhale. Suspend the breath, squeeze, and hold your arms up overhead. Exhale as you shake out your arms. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, shake. Last time, inhale. Shake. Relax your arms down into your lap. Let your eyes be closed. Just notice the way that you feel. Sit in silence for a moment. Okay, we'll close with the long time sun song. So bringing both hands to your heart, pressing them into one another, lifting up through the sternum. A couple of deep breaths. Singing to yourself, to someone who's suffering, and then to our world. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Three long set, short dam. Sat Nam. Sat May you find peace and calm, joy and surrender, no matter what crosses your path. Sat Nam.